And the one final note I will make is that if you think about the benefits of digital money, there are huge potential gains. It's not just about digital forms of physical currency. You can have programmability, units of central bank currency with expiry dates. You could have, as I argue in my book, a potentially better and some people might see it, or a darker world where the government decides that units of central bank money can be used to purchase some things, but not other things that it deems less desirable, like say ammunition or drugs or pornography or something of the sort. And that is very powerful in terms of the use of a CBDC.
Let's go back to the metaverse again. This is from the WEF forum, okay, the World Economic Forum. Why you can't have the metaverse without a blockchain. There's some little depiction of what they think blockchains kind of look like. They look like little brains to me, but again, it's all these little blocky. It reminds me of something out of Minecraft, and I mean, the graphics on Minecraft are horrible. Okay, be a little more creative. And this is the myth. This is the mythos that they're trying to create. Okay. This is the World Economic Forum. And there's another article that I don't think I've got open, but I'll pull it up after this one. Okay. In the beginning, I never caught that, but yeah, let's start out like the book of Genesis. Why not? In the beginning, Web 1.0 was the information superhighway of connecting computers and servers that you could search, explore, and inhabit. Usually through a centralized company's platform. For example, AOL, Yahoo, Microsoft, and Google. Around the turn of the millennium, Web 2.0 came to be characterized by social networking sites, blogging, and monetization of user data for advertising by the centralized gatekeepers to free social media platforms, including Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. But now, things are changing. Web 3.0 will be the foundation for the metaverse. It will consist of blockchain-enabled decentralized applications that support an economy of user-owned crypto assets and data. It's all about the people. Owning bits. Blockchain is a technology that permanently records transactions, typically in a decentralized and public database called a ledger. Yeah. This decentralized recording system is very difficult to fool or control unless you own like a handful of wallets do 90% of the supply of Bitcoin. It's a little easier to control that way. And also decentralized. Public blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum are also transparent. All transactions are available for anyone on the internet to use, in contrast to traditional banking books. Womp womp. Right? I mean, like, who wants privacy when it comes to your banking? Let's just put it all out there for the world to see. Everything you shop, everything you... I mean, how do you think the transnationalist, multinational corporations are going to use that data? You know, they already use all your data off of these social platforms like Facebook. How are they going to use this knowledge to know everything that you ever purchase and where all your money goes? Just an interesting question to ask, right? Ethereum is this is interesting bit right here. Ethereum is a blockchain like Bitcoin, but Ethereum is what they're using throughout all this metaverse crap. It's a blockchain like Bitcoin, but Ethereum is also programmable through smart contracts, which are essentially blockchain-based software routines that run automatically when some condition is met. For example, you could use a smart contract on blockchain to establish your ownership of a digital object, such as a piece of art or music. So again, the new freedom, financial freedom, people's currency, social justice money, whatever they want to call it, is to have our total financial existence controlled by algorithms. And they openly admit, I mean, reading on, blah, 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 what it does do in the metaverse. Yeah, it's a bunch of garbage. Essentially, as long as you are you able to access, well, as long as you're able to access your crypto wallet within the virtual world, you will be able to access your crypto stuff. Don't forget your wallet. or don't lose it, or all your wealth just vaporizes and you'll never see it again. Don't forget your key, password. So what will you keep in your crypto wallet? You will obviously want to carry cryptocurrencies in the metaverse. Your crypto wallet will also hold your metaverse-only digital goods, such as avatars, clothing, virtual decorations, and weapons. Again, it's like a game, in-game items. So you can shop, of course. And so again, also just like you can use your old leather wallet to carry your ID, crypto wallets will be linkable to your real-world identities, which could help facilitate transactions that require legal verification, such as buying a real-world car or home. Because your ID will be linked to your wallet, you don't need to remember login information, all the websites and virtual worlds that you visit. Who needs to use their memory in this day and age, right? Who needs to even use their minds, right? Just jack us into the metaverse and program us to think from now on. Yeah, just connect to your wallet and click and you're logged in. That's simple. ID-associated wallets will also be useful for controlling access to age-restricted areas of the metaverse. So, it's kind of unseemly brothels maybe that you can get away with things that you can't get away with in the real world because you're married, maybe. Who knows at this point. Free for all. Your crypto wallet could also be linked to your contacts list. This is key, which would allow you to bring your social network information from one virtual world to another. Quote, join me for a pool party in the fill your blank world. Fill in your blank world. At some point in the future, wallets could also be associated with reputation scores. What does that sound like? Oh yeah, China social credit score system. Yeah, at some point in the future, wallets could also be associated with reputation scores that determine the permissions you have to broadcast in public places and interact with people outside your social network. Your little info bubble, you mean? I mean, this is so dystopic, Orwellian, Brave New Worldian, and they're trying to pitch this as the new freedom, right? This is just going to liberate us all. I mean, and how does it work? How does it work so far? Like, how's everybody enjoying these little controls and these little pop-ups and these little continual, censorship measures and bans off of different platforms for saying things that aren't socially acceptable right now, for community guidelines, and you don't support the narrative, the official narrative. So these same people are going to be running your metaverse, okay? And they're going to connect these technologies to your real world ability to buy a car, buy a house, get a job. Does this sound like freedom to you? To me, it's scary as hell. And hopefully, I've got a little bit of I've got a little hope in that, if you just watch some of these videos on YouTube and you scroll through the comments afterwards, there are so many people that see through this total fraud and scam and money-making frickin' hoax, snake oil, garbage for what it is. That gives me a little hope in humanity. But your reputation scores, this is the World Economic Forum speaking, give you permissions to broadcast in public places and reach people outside your little bubble, your little info bubble that they keep you in, right? If you act like a toxic, misinformation spreading troll, that's me, proud of it, you may damage your reputation and potentially have your sphere of influence reduced by the system. I mean, they're just so open with even their language. The system? Yeah, you just can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. I thought it was against the system. I thought it was going to finally stick it to the man, right? I don't know. Starting to have my doubts. So yeah, this could create an incentive for people. This new, you don't want to be a misinformation spreading troll, or you damage your reputation and limit your sphere by the system. And this could create a incentive for people to behave well in the universe or metaverse. But platform developers will have to prioritize these systems. So yeah, you'll have like a little red district, right, with the people with the red hats, the people on the right, Republicans maybe in the metaverse, and then you'll have the blue crowd, the donkeys, lefties, and the other quadrant of the metaverse, and they'll all be like within their own little bubbles and spheres on these different little social media platforms within the metaverse, and and then we'll finally have peace on Earth. This will solve all of our problems, all the world's problems. So this is the WEF Forum, World Economic Forum, and I thought this recent article was applicable. This is of concern for crypto fans. Coinbase partners with the World Economic Forum. Yes, the same guys that just wrote that wonderful article that I just read to you, and you sat through patiently. Coinbase is joining the Liberal International Order via a partnership with the World Economic Forum. And that's an interesting phrase because I covered in about 2 years ago now, I guess, another video about the Henry Kissinger when he called for that same phrase, liberal New World Order, he called it, and once again to exploit the COVID crisis. And according to the WEF's website, the cryptocurrency exchange is listed as a partner with the organization alongside the Bank of China and BlackRock. Of course, Twitter's sleuths in the cryptosphere first noticed the update firing off comments about moving their crypto holdings from centralized exchange to cold storage, basically a little hard drive wallet. And it's like, are you surprised, guys? Like, is there any should there be any reason for surprise? I don't think so. And I guess I tried looking it up, and I guess they've since scrubbed it from the World Economic Forum's actual website because of all the bad PR, probably. Because it's, you're supposed to keep up this illusion that it's anti-establishment, right? And you can't just be on the token Bond villain Klaus Schwab's website as a partner in this day and age, with social media and all these conspiracies floating around the internet. So this was, I pulled it up from the webarchive.org, Coinbase. This is what was on World Economic Forum's website before they scrubbed it. Founded in June 2012, Coinbase is a digital currency wallet and platform where merchants and consumers can transact with new digital currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Coinbase's vision to bring more innovation, efficiency, there's that word again, equality, of opportunity to the world by building an open financial system. Yes, it's all so open. There's nothing to hide here. Yeah, right. So, yeah. I mean, it just fits, right? The big picture is hopefully beginning to come into view. And, I wanted to play this commercial because I thought it was just ironic and a little bit creepy. Actually, eToro is one of the main websites one of the main trading exchanges for cryptocurrency. And so this was one of the ones that I spotted during the Super Bowl. I know that there's about 5 others, perhaps. This one just takes the cake because this is
the power of social investing.
This is the selling point that you will be just whisked away from the rest of the concerns of the world, of the rest of the bottom dwellers that still inhabit this two-dimensional plane of, having to work in a 9-to-5 and just barely making a minimum wage. But you can hardly, feed your car anymore with gasoline to get to work. And so you're going to escape all these worries and concerns of the world and this hyperinflation from the Fed. Like one article I read, when Trump was in office, the first year of the pandemic, I think the Fed printed 20% of the entire supply of dollars within that 1 year. And so this perfect storm being created where, oh, here's your savior, digital currency, the people's currency. I think it's just a little too coincidental. All this stuff, all these little points are all meeting and converging at this point in time. And this perfect chaos that they're going to come in and save us all with this new financial order, this new digital fourth industrial revolution that's going to evolve mankind to this higher plane, right? Call me a pessimist, but it just seems to me that the same people that got us into the mess, the same people who are investing in this technology and making us all these promises, the same people who have amassed wealth from the exploitation of the lower classes, that same old wealth system and the same old global elite, I just kind of doubt that they have our best interest in mind. But that's just me.
So we will see definitively a lot of anger already now, but probably increased by the end of the year, because this crisis will be with us until we really have found a remedy. So we have to prepare for a more angry world. And how to prepare? It means to take the necessary action.